Let's dive in.
Let's find out what the LCM is. LCM stands for the least common multiple. Multiples are numbers that we get when we multiply one whole number by another whole number. It's easy. You get the multiples of a number when you multiply. Do you remember the multiplication table? We will be using it to find multiples. The multiples are found here on a multiplication table. The factors are on the top and side. Let's look closer at the multiples of 3. They are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. When you list out multiples, you should list at least 5. We found those by multiplying 3 times 1, which equals 3, 3 times 2, which equals 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 times 5 is 15. Now we will look at the multiples of 4. They are 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. When adding or subtracting two unlike fractions, you must find the lowest common multiple of the denominators. Here are the first 5 multiples of the denominators. As we look down the row, the first multiple they share is 12, so 12 is the LCM. You want to rewrite the problem up and down. This way you can change each fraction into twelfths. Remember 12 was our LCM. We then changed 2/4 into an equivalent fraction with 12 as the denominator. To do that, we ask ourselves, what times 4 equals 12? 3 times 4 equals 12. If you multiply the numerator by 3, the new numerator will be 6. 2/4 is equivalent to 6/12. It is now time to change 1/3 into an equivalent fraction with 12 as the denominator. To do that, we ask ourselves what times 3 equals 12, or you can look at it as we divide 12 by 3. 4 times 3 equals 12. If we do the same to the top and multiply the numerator by 4, we still get 4 as the numerator because it is a 1. We changed 1/3 into 4/12. Now that both fractions have the same denominator, we can add them. We just add the numerators. 6 plus 4 equals 10. You keep the same denominator, of course. So the answer is 10/12. Let's try another one. The very first step is to rewrite the problem up and down. Next, we need to find the LCM. That is the least multiple they have in common. Remember, that means you list out at least 5 multiples of the denominators. In this case, we had to list out more to find the lowest they share. They share the multiple 36. Now it is time to make equivalent fractions to the side so we can solve. We found 36 as the LCM, so both fractions need to be changed into equivalent fractions with 36 as the denominator. Let's start with 1/4. What times 4 is 36? Or 36 divided by 4? The answer is 9. Now you multiply the numerator by 9. Remember, whatever you do to the bottom you do to the top. You will get 9 because 1 times 9 is still 9. Let's change 3/9 to an equivalent fraction. What times 9 is 36? Or 36 divided by 9? The answer is 4. So we take the numerator 3 and multiply it by 4. We get 12. Finally, we can add these fractions because they have the same denominator. 9/36 plus 12/36 equals 21/36. We add the numerators and keep the denominator the same. Adding and subtracting, unlike fractions, are easy if you follow these steps. Sometimes you can use one of the denominators. You should check that first. Here is an example. Check if you can use one of them. Can you turn halves into eighths? Will one denominator go into the other? If the answer is yes, then use the larger denominator. Since you are using one of the denominators, you only have to change one fraction. You cut the halves up into eighths. Now you can add or subtract them because they are cut into equal parts. 1/8 plus 4/8 equals 5/8. It's that easy.